Ellie Colton at breakfast. BBC Radio Sheffield.
Right, the time now is 7:37. It's the final this weekend of... Gladiators! I think they do it better than me, don't they? We had a wonderful 10 weeks of Gladiators on Saturday nights, but this week's is the last one. Everyone says, oh no, it was all filmed at Sheffield Arena. So naturally, we've been rooting for all our local contenders so hard. Well, I've been speaking to not one, but two of this year's Gladiators finalists. Bronte and Wesley both came in to see me ahead of the last hurrah this Saturday.
So when I first got the call, because it was such a long time from applying to actually getting the phone call to say that I'm part of it, I just kind of didn't think that I'd got on. So when the call came in, I was just absolutely buzzing to think that how long ago it was now to be in here. Yeah, it's just crazy.
And your story's a little bit different, isn't it? Give us the rundown of what Wesley's time on Gladiators has been like.
I remember that day I had a few missed calls and I just thought it was drama, so I'm not answering that.
I love that. Drama from an unknown number.
Yeah, answered it, and I'd applied to be a gladiator, so they'd call me just to say, oh, we've already decided on as gladiators, but if you'd want to come down and do the tryouts to be a contender. And I thought, oh, why not? And yeah, here I am.
What do you make of how successful it's been?
I never expected when they were saying like there's over 8 million people viewed the episodes. Like I knew it was going to be quite a popular show with what time it's been on the Saturday night and things, but I never thought I'd get like this much. Just random people just like stopping me in the street and things like that. That's what's been the most maddest part about the whole thing. But yeah, just super humbled and excited for it all, and yeah, I can't believe it's like nearly over.
And same for you, the amount of traction that it's got and how many people are going wild for it. It is as popular now as it was back in the 90s.
I think so, yeah. And the best things are seeing kids just you walking through supermarket and kids like second look at you like that's Wesley, and mum's like, no, leave him alone. It's like, no, it is me. It's like, what?
How do you feel about that then? I know you've not got like swarms of people coming out after you, but they will recognise you.
Just now and then, yeah. It's mainly kids, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're glued to it. They recognise you from a mile off. That's been amazing. They're inspired. They're asking me all the time, what's Nitro like? What's Giant like?
You are superheroes to kids, though. That's what you've got to remember as well. Not that you'd be seen in public drunk and swearing, but you've got a reputation to uphold. Now, you know, you are these superheroes. Like, well, sometimes not really. We have got the final coming up very, very soon. It's completely exciting. Let's remind people of the logistics of what happened at the arena. So it was all filmed at Sheffield Arena. The episode that we see on TV, is that all filmed in one day or is it over several days?
No, so every episode is filmed over one day. It was like back to back, weren't it? Do you know, like on the telly, it's like every week they was all back to back. So by the end, that's what I remember from the final, just about to climb up the wall thinking I've got nothing left in my forearms. Because you don't realise it's so full on, isn't it?
You see more and more tape appearing on our bodies, like. But look, we got to spend the semi-final together, even though we were separate. That was all recorded in one day, so that was fun.
It's hardcore, man. And I think your journey again, even though you both had the same call originally, wanted to be a gladiator, came on as a contestant. You came in as a replacement for Finlay, who we've had on the show before, like really hurt himself and still managed to get up the travelator, which I thought was sensational. So what was it like when you first appeared on the show? Did you feel like you had a lot to prove coming in a bit later?
I think because it was last minute, I didn't have time to get nervous, because I got to see all the contestants get the nerves out of the way and the heats and the pressure, and then I think you could go on and enjoy it from what I was hearing from them, and I was just straight into it. And all the nerves and everything hit me. I could see my face in the quarterfinals when I was getting ready to go on the eliminator. That's when everything hit me and it all sunk in, like, oh, I'm here.
And the other thing is you're a professional wrestler, so I mean, you do have some experience. Did you feel like that was going to help you?
I think the last minute and we need you to do this, we need you to do this interview, come for photos. That bit, I was okay with it after being wrestling for 12 plus years. So that was all right, not being fazed by, we need to do this, need to do this. Never had makeup though. That was a nice treat.
Did you enjoy it? Did it feel nice on your face?
Yeah, look, can cover up my bruises. And I've got all my bruises and marks, you can cover them up. I look like a star for once.
Well, you two are like athletes in real life. All the kit you wear as well is so heavy, isn't it? Do you feel like that prepared you in any way for what you were doing?
I guess, yeah, that's the thing with our fire kit, is that it's obviously designed to not let heat in, but then obviously none of that heat comes out when you're sweating in a job. So yeah, it's like just an extra level of like just carrying a load of equipment on you and things. Like you do when you're going into jobs, you weigh like more than double what my body weight is.
That's outrageous.
So I guess it keeps me fit, definitely.
And how did you become a professional wrestler? Are we talking like WWE for somebody like me who doesn't know much?
We are WWE.
How did you get involved? Has it been on? Tell me about you properly.
Just loved it as a kid. Like, you watch Gladiators, then I watched wrestling. Both hand in hand when you're a kid. When I graduated university, we just all went out to celebrate and I had a wrestling t-shirt on. So someone saw it and said, I want to go wrestling next week. Do you want to come with me? I'm a bit nervous to go on my own. So I went with them. And they did give you loads of fitness tests, squats, press-ups. He didn't like it. I liked all the fitness side, so I thought, I'll come back next week, and just carried on doing it. I don't like to give up, as you can see.
How do you like the outfits, though? They can be revealing sometimes, Wes.
I tell you, if you'd have seen me when I was at Ewland School, just up in Grenoside, I wouldn't have said boo to a ghost. But you're gaining confidence slowly. I may have worn more layers when I started out. But now, you just got to do it for entertainment.
Now it's all out there. The outfits, they are proper tight lycra, aren't they? Was there any... Because I'd be so self-conscious. I'd be like walking out, covering up everything like this, like, oh, don't look.
I know, I wear like that, especially when I was trying it on backstage and I had like a proper muffin top. Because it was so like tight. But then when you get out there, that like literally the last thing I was thinking about is how I looked, which it was probably a good thing really, because I weren't self-conscious, but I'm just thinking I've got a load of gladiators who want to batter me. Like I was thinking more about that really than anything else.
The final, it is coming up. We will see a winner crowned from the red team, from the blue team, the girls and the boys. Bronte, do you win Gladiators?
I can't possibly say. All I can say is I did my best.
Do you win Gladiators, Wes?
I feel like I wouldn't have just taken part, me.
Oh, I love that. What a good way to get out of it. Will we see you both return as a gladiator? Have you now both proved yourself? Does one of you know something?
No, I was wondering if you knew something.
No, do you know?
You're more in the know than us.
Do you know something?
I don't know anything.
Just give me the eyes. They're giving me eyes. They're giving me eyes.
Hey, but I'll be messaging Bradley Walsh.
I have a very strong feeling that it is not the last time we will see those two on Gladiators. Even if neither of them win, we will find out the finalists this Saturday. BBC One and iPlayer at 10 to 6. We are rooting for our local representatives, Bronte and Wes, right